Now, there's a lot of things that Cedar Fair, in my opinion, has done right. But what's going on with all these smaller parks in the country adding these awesome looking water coasters when these larger parks, like the Cedar Fair parks in particular, it's like they want to look the opposite direction when it comes to these amazing looking water slides from Whitewater and Proslide. Welcome to Theme Park Predictions and more, and I'm going to get into this right now about why is Cedar Fair so reluctant when it comes to adding these water coasters to their water parks. Because it's pretty obvious most of the water parks in the Cedar Fair chain could definitely benefit from a water coaster of some sorts. And this year, two of the best looking water coasters that open up can be found at Smoky Mountain Water Park in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and Quasi Amusement Park. Now, these are two very low-key, amusement parks, water parks, and it's amazing that this type of attraction is getting built at them post-pandemic, meaning that these parks really struggled in 2020, 2021. Well, maybe not as much in 2021, but now all of a sudden they're adding this massive water coaster that's going to cost anywhere from, I would guess, $2 to $5 million. This is just insane to me because you have these mega corporations, particularly again, Cedar Fair, and it's like, let's add a mat racer, which are great and a must need attraction. But it's like, come on, show some creativity. Now, coming 2023, we have two water coasters opening. South Florida's largest water park, Rapids Water Park, is adding this awesome looking water coaster with the Proslide saucers. Now this, in my opinion, is like the best case scenario for any water coaster because you have the saucer elements plus the uphill segments, really making it just for a fantastic ride. And Rapids Water Park hasn't seen a major addition in, I want to say, maybe 5 years or so. So this is a much needed high capacity water attraction. Now, the biggest shocker of them all, and as soon as I found out about this, I'm like, I really have a lot of thoughts about this. I just need to share them with you guys. But Waldameer in Erie, Pennsylvania, which is like maybe 2 hours from Cedar Point, is adding this amazing looking water coaster that is huge. I mean, literally, this water coaster is massive. Features, I'm going to say, 3 to 4 different bowl segments, plus a lot of twists and turns, and of course, the uphill sections. And this is Waldameer, which is a family-owned park, I still believe it is, and it's just crazy to me that they can build this massive looking water coaster that's actually going to be sitting atop of the rest of the water park. So you can see the aerial images here, just how the placement of this water coaster is going to fit on top of the already existing water park. So you have 4 awesome looking water attractions that all feature the water coaster aspect of it, but yet, again, Cedar Fair, it's crazy to me, and it's very frustrating because Cedar Point is America's rock and roller coast, and yet Cedar Point Shores doesn't have a water coaster. It's crazy. I know they added a water coaster to Castaway Bay, whatever it's called, off the mainland. But again, that was a long time ago when that indoor water park first opened up. So maybe that ride has gave Cedar Fair a ton of issues, leading them to not wanting to, add a water coaster in the future to the parks. I don't know. If you know more about that in the comments, let me know, because I've never been to that indoor water park before. But again, it's just crazy. And another thing too, real fast, is Magic Mountain, the roller coaster capital of the world, doesn't have a water coaster yet either. And it's crazy that Six Flags New England, Six Flags Great America, Six Flags Fiesta Texas has all added a water coaster to their water park before Magic Mountain has even gotten one, which is just insanity to me. And we know by now that Cedar Fair really likes to play it safe when adding new attractions most of the time, but these water coasters have been around for so long now, and Whitewater and Proslide has really, crafted a great attraction that's really reliable. Now, again, it's going to cost more to operate because of all the different things these attractions do, but still, they're people eaters, the guests love them, and they're really marketable attractions. For example, Let's take a look at Holiday World, which is arguably has one of the best water parks in the world in Splash and Safari, and they have 4 water coasters if you count their newest one as 2 separate ones since you count a dual. It's just crazy to me that Holiday World has literally laid out the blueprint of how to have a successful water park for any chain, any park in the world, but yet when it comes to bigger corporations, mainly Cedar Fair, it's like they want to turn their back to it and not even follow along. It's just, it's mind-blowing. But Cedar Point Shores in particular, obviously, really could definitely use a water coaster. You could place one in this section of the water park, as you can see here, and this would just do amazing things for the water park. And it would actually really be smart because a lot of coaster enthusiasts or people who like coasters would then be more likely to visit Cedar Point Shores, which would result in obviously more money for Cedar Point because people are buying a combo ticket or they're going to upgrade to the pass that includes Cedar Point Shores. And Carolina Harbor, which is located at Carowinds, has a ton of room for future expansion and definitely could use an attraction that you can ride with your whole family because all we have is this water slide, and it's like 20-some, 30 years old. It's not really fun anymore. So they could definitely benefit from a water coaster in this location, as you see here, really providing Carolina Harbor with a new and updated family raft slide that features some uphill segments, some bowls, as well as all the other great elements that these water coasters feature. And the last Cedar Fair water park that I really wanted to discuss would have to be Soak City at Kings Island. And kind of like Carolina Harbor, Soak City has a ton of room for future expansion. I mean, there's literally any type of water slide in the world, Kings Island could build at their Soak City. And it's funny because the last few years, I have predicted that Cedar Fair would finally invest in a water coaster at one of their parks, mainly Cedar Point, Carowinds, and Kings Island, due to the fact that Cedar Fair just purchased Slitterbahn not too long ago. And Slitterbahn is known for obviously their water coasters. Now, I would just think that that's what the main draw is for Slitterbahn is the water coaster aspect and just the whole uniqueness of the parks, that Cedar Fair officials would really value that and try to incorporate their success in Cedar Fair's older water parks or the water parks that they've already owned. And as of now, we have not really seen that. Now I get the pandemic, of course, but I was shocked when Cedar Fair made their 2023 announcements and they didn't have any water park attractions a part of it. So for the first time in a very long time, it seems like Cedar Fair is focusing on the dry parks in 2023, the parks that did receive something at least. So I do predict that it's kind of impossible in a way for Cedar Fair not to want to add a water coaster to their parks going forward. So I definitely think it's going to be happening on the horizon, but it's just a matter of when. So obviously 2023 is out the window, 2024, hopefully so. I just don't see Carowinds or Kings Island adding a water park attraction in 2024. Definitely maybe Cedar Point Shores potentially. But who knows? But then after that, 2025, I mean, possibilities are endless. I could definitely see something coming. It's just a matter of when. And Cedar Fair could always surprise us and throw a water coaster at Oceans of Fun in Kansas City or Dorney Park's water park, Wild Water Kingdom. I mean, there's a lot of different variables here. But you know what? Watch, and I mean watch. Michigan's Adventure, their water park, and I can't recall the name right now, get the first Cedar Fair water coaster. I'm making the prediction now. That's going to happen. Obviously, that's not going to be the case, but wouldn't that be ironic and just totally funny if that really happened? If you're looking for a great holiday gift or a birthday gift, I highly recommend checking out one of these books back here, the Theme Park Word Search and the Theme Park Crossword Puzzles. These are really great gift ideas for any enthusiast or anyone who likes your local park. There's so many great things about the parks as far as it's a crossword puzzle, it's a word search about your favorite roller coasters, parks, etc. It's just a great idea, honestly, and I'm all for it. So if you are interested in having any of these for anyone in your family or friends, definitely check it out. The links will be in this video's description, the theme park word search, and the theme park crossword puzzle. Again, highly, highly recommend it. Anyways, what are your thoughts? When do you think Cedar Fair will add a water coaster to one of their water parks? And most importantly, I really want to know, why hasn't Cedar Fair done this yet? Again, please let me know all your thoughts in the comments. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and keep riding coasters.